There we go. You are live. That was a quick flash. It's like a little. It's like sometimes, most of the times, it kind of opens up and kind of sits there for a minute. But no, ma'am, we didn't do that today. Didn't do that today. So let me see what just happened. Hello. Okay. Okay. I don't know. My phone's been acting retarded almost all day today. Okay. I gotta go back out. You know what I'm doing, y'all, right? This is what I do. I double check to make sure you guys can hear me by checking at least one of the platforms that I'm on. And okay, I keep going back out. Let me go here. There we go. Found it. So I like to check and make sure that you guys can hear me. Okay, I guess I got quiet. There we go. Found it. Okay. I like Okay, I heard myself talking. So you guys can hear me. Thank you so much for watching live in the Single Moms Club private Facebook group, or if you're watching on the YouTube channel, Single Moms Level Up. I like to say hashtag Single Moms Level Up. We are in day three of this challenge. And what is the name of this challenge, y'all? What's the name of it? Loving Yourself Courageously Challenge. Not only that, this is a 5-day challenge. So we're on day three. And we do 5 days because it's hard to do everything all in one day without it ended up taking like an hour to 2 hours. I think total with these 30-minute sessions, it's about 2 to 2.5 hours. Okay, let me figure that out. Yeah, about 2.5 hours. It's about 2.5 hours total with all 5 days. But I know I'm a single mom. Um, I'm a single mom. I'm a Gigi. I say Gigi, but I'm not a great grandmother. I am just a grandmother. But I like Gigi. I just think it's cute. Um, but I understand. We don't always have hours of time to spend, you know, doing something that is encouraging us, something that is helping us to do something. We don't always have like that big block of time to let somebody pour into us, to get our minds thinking, to do things for ourselves. We have to a lot of times break things up in little chunks. So little spots of time. So 30 minutes is a good enough time to catch, get that in there. Or if you do have that time, because today we're talking about the physical part of loving ourselves courageously. The physical part of it that requires us to make some boundaries. We have to have courage to do that. And it takes courage to do that because it will give us the opportunity to love ourselves in a physical sense by giving us space to do things for ourselves, such as take better care of our bodies, do some exercise, maybe sit and just, meditate, wait for those answers that we talked about on was that yesterday? Yeah, that was yesterday. I'm sorry, my eye is itching. Sit and wait and drink our coffee, drink our tea, and just sit and be quiet and wait for some answers. Meditate on some of the positive things that we have come up with ourselves. Pray, you know, that takes time. That's a physical thing that we have to do, to set aside time and turn off TVs and silence the phone and all that stuff to get some prayer time in. But when we pray, we got to listen. So something physically that we have to do is listen. We need to put ourselves in a place to listen. Um, put ourselves in a place to listen. And then also The physical things that we need to do is, also eat in a way that we can that we're loving ourselves courageously. That takes a lot of courage because, everybody, let me tell you, it used to bother the snap out of me that people are all up in my plate when I'm eating at work, Oh, what you eating? What you got? Mind your business. You know what I'm saying? I don't want everybody, paying attention to what I'm eating. I don't want to have a conversation about what I'm eating. Just let me enjoy my food. I'm a foodie, so let me let me enjoy my food. I don't want to have a conversation about it. And what I didn't notice was that when I started this journey where I realized I needed to get more physical, start doing some exercise in addition to what I was eating. I had this one year that my job actually, as part of our insurance, this job that I worked at, they actually provided the a free membership with Weight Watchers. For a whole year, we had a free membership with Weight Watchers, and so I had the app on my phone. I learned um, how to eat in a way that works for me, exercise, and keep track of it. And so when I exercised, I kept track of everything. I lost like about 30 pounds. But of course, when that was over, I actually kept it up for a long time. Um, and then COVID hit. That's what happened. Yeah, then COVID hit, and that was just a whole nother thing. Another thing that we physically need to do for ourselves to love ourselves courageously is to pay attention. Pay attention. I tend to emotionally eat, and so when I notice it, because now I'm intentional about noticing, hey, what I'm eating like just eating just to be eating. I was like, what's going on with me? Why am I just eating this food? And I'm not necessarily hungry. I just want something, just to put something in my mouth. Um, uh, and I started to, hey, Yenny, thank you for watching live. And thank you for the other person on YouTube that I believe is also watching live. Let me see. I didn't know it would show me that. That's funny. Huh. But thank you for watching live. And thank you to everybody that watches on the YouTube channel Single Moms Level Up, and also in the Single Moms Club for watching live and watching the replays. But yeah, so the physical part of us loving ourselves courageously is an important thing. Part of that is eating in a way that we love ourselves, and in a loving way to ourselves, not in a way where we're trying to possibly shove down some emotions, or we're stress eating, or having some anxiety or whatever is going on, and we're just doing that just to be doing that. I've taken little bits of things that I've learned and heard and tried them out and see how it works for my body. This is my belief. I don't believe there's any just flat way to lose weight for everybody that works for everybody. There's so many different things, because so many people we have different bodies, we have different things going on with our bodies. I've got allergies, so a lot of this weight loss stuff has vitamin C. They want you to lemon water and that water and cucumber water. Vitamin C, vitamin C, vitamin C. I can't do a lot of vitamin C. I have found ways to live with my allergies because I'm allergic to a lot of stuff, especially food stuff. My atmosphere, the air, the smog, the pollen, the everything, the indoor, outdoor allergies. I have all of that. Which is why most of the time I don't have makeup on. The most that I probably put on is some lip gloss or something. And every now and then, usually in the summertime when there's nothing floating around in the air too much other than bugs when you're living the South, but but other than that, and I've never really been a makeup person, but it always used to irritate my skin and everything. So I didn't do that, but and just paying attention and watching, reading materials, and now with social media and stuff, you could find these things. But this is even before social media. I went back to the time when I was in college, and I was doing my first 2 years, and I was at a community college, Long Beach City College. Woo woo, Jackrabbits. Um, but I was there, and the required courses. There we go. I was going to say qualifications, but the required courses changed, and so it turned into where you had to take a uh, physical education class. There we go. You had to take a physical education class, and I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to take a physical education class, but it was a requirement, and you couldn't. It wasn't just for one semester; you had to do it for 2 semesters, and it was a requirement for graduation. So I ended up doing it, and part of my requirement, it was a health class. And so in that health class, I learned how to do some weightlifting and stuff, and realized that weight, the teacher challenged us to do something, and I was able to lift my weight with my legs. I didn't trust my arms to do that. So with my legs, the teacher had told us that most women have the strongest legs and should lean into that. But with my legs, I was able to lift my weight at almost my weight. That was my goal for the first part of the semester. The second part of the semester, I took a self-defense class. Part of that came from, God, why does you have me telling on myself? But part of that came from while I was in college, there was this basketball star that paid some attention to me, and just me not loving myself enough, and not having the courage to say, to not fall for the lines and the whatever else, that gets us women going, when we're not sure of who we are, and not loving who we are. This is back when, I say this all the time, but this was back when my body was tight and right. Okay. Now I've got the evidence of being a mother of two very healthy children. But Okay, I'm so sorry. Sound like somebody was messing with my door, and my daughter's coming in. I had to make sure that that's what that was, because y'all, I was finna run. But but anyway, yeah, but anyway, I fell suspect to, or fell subject to somebody that took advantage of me, and so I took a self-defense class, and you had the whole. Is that John? Hey, um, I'm sorry, when my kids are here, and their friends that are longtime friends, or came over and said hi. But anyway, so I took a self-defense class, and you had the whole, they call it a gi, that outfit that karate kids wear and stuff. This thing was heavy as all get out. I don't know how people do stuff, and it, just me putting it on just made me sweat. But yeah, I took that, but we physically have to do something. We have to physically do something. Work out, walk. Just walking is enough for most things. Just walking with intention will help you out with that. Obviously, drinking more water. Our bodies, from what I understand, I don't know the exact numbers, but are somewhere in the 90 percentile of water. So if we're not drinking water, we're walking around dehydrated. Um, And I do remember in the health class that them saying that that sensation of hunger is the same sensation that you have when you are thirsty. So they always said to drink water first and quench that and then eat. That was the best way to approach that. But that's these are physical ways that we can love ourselves courageously, and it does take courage to do this. One of the other ways is to find some people that are on the same have this, that are on the same journey of trying to come at a better perspective of whatever it is that you may be going through. Like single moms, if we would just join up together and help each other through, hey, I don't know how to do this, but this person knows how to do this, and have that as a resource in the community, and basically have a village where we can go and say, hey, does anybody know how to do this? This is what I'm experiencing, I'm trying to do this. Not necessarily always having to do with your kids, but sometimes having to do with us. And how did you work in this time to do this for yourself, and take care, do your self-care, and share these things with each other. As women, we are strong when we come together. So what I would like to do is to make an offer to the single moms that are in this group. And I do this every month, and I do understand this is not for everybody, and there's no worries. Don't worry about it. If it's not for you, then it's not for you. But maybe if you have a friend or somebody that you think might be interested in doing life in a community of single moms that are leveling up. And what is leveling up? Leveling up is just um, uh, taking a different perspective, a different view at whatever it is that we're facing, and finding new ways of approaching them, challenging ourselves to approach these things in new ways. And I know that word challenge is very it has a negative connotation, a negative definition. It's like a taboo word to say to single moms, but that's what our lives are. It is a challenge, and it's a challenge in different ways of people that versus moms that have husbands to back up on when we are doing the majority of the work for ourselves. Yesterday, I mentioned the fact that even if the kid's dad sees the kids every single weekend for the whole year, you leaving? Okay, what'd you do?
Dee gonna stay tonight. I don't know if she told you.
At your house?
Yeah. I just grabbed my teeth.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Love you.
Love you too, Mom.
Bye, John. Love you too. But yeah, so if we would come together as women, single moms, and oh, okay, you do want it. um, it's my son. Um, but yeah, so if we would come together as single moms and be that community, be that support, be that resource, be that friend that I'm sure somebody would be up, if we put something in the chat, or in our group, and said, hey, I need some help with this. And even if it wasn't right at that time, somebody would see it and respond to it. If we have that type of community going on, that type of village, because you know how they say that saying goes, you know, uh, it takes a village to raise children. But some people, it's like, well, I don't have a village, and where can I find this village? We can be your virtual village, is what I'm proposing, is a virtual village, which would be virtually, and we would meet on a basis, challenges together, and Then we would also have this conference. We would have this conference once a year where we would get together. Eventually, it will rotate into having it twice a year, where we see each other every 6 months, and then go from there. But this is what this, and like I said, this is not for everybody, and it's okay. Don't worry about it. This is not no hard sale of nothing. This is a membership. So the Single Moms Club private Facebook group will always be free. We will run these challenges and events once a month for free. But if you want to go deeper, this is where you would go. The Single Moms Village, which is a membership program, excuse me, this is what you get with the membership program. So with the membership program, you would get unlimited. Wow, now this wants to pop up. You would get unlimited access to the webinar replies. So within the group, we will have those times when we have some webinar trainings for some things that maybe we had discussed and said that we wanted to know more information about, that I would that not just me, but that we would provide for you. You would get unlimited access to encouragement replays, which is basically this here. These are encouragement replays. You'll get unlimited access to those replays. You'll get access to self-education resources. You will also get we will have weekly single mom talk sessions, where we'll just have open talking. Hey Maria, thank you for watching live. You'll get first notice of the swag products. I don't know if you saw it. I think it might have been the first day I had on the Single Moms Level Up t-shirt, and you'll have that. You'll get first notice of whatever's in the new Single Mom Queen box products, and you'll have access to those as well. Of course, what I give away in the Single Moms Club challenges is way more than what I actually or what is actually sold in a Single Mom Queen box. And the Single Mom Queen box is a lot less things. I throw in a whole lot of extras during the challenge because I know it's a challenge. To face challenges is a challenge. So I want to reward people for being contributors to that and participating. You'll also get 2 tickets to the live Single Moms Conference. Hey, Kimberly, thanks for jumping on live. You'll get 2 tickets to the live Single Moms Conference, and payment plans are available. This is just something if you want to go deeper with connection with single moms and us creating our own village virtually as well as in person. The Single Moms Conference, the first year is going to be this year around my birthday in July. And it's going to be virtual, and then we will eventually change it into a hybrid of having virtual and in person available, with everything that goes along with that. But if you're interested in that, just go to singlemomslevelup.com, and you can see what that's all about, and what the payment plans are if you need one, and just pass it on to someone else. So I'm going to hey, stop sharing my screen and conversation here, because we're almost done, y'all. If you missed any of this, just know that there's always replays. There's always replays during these challenge events. We have them once a month, usually somewhere around the 15th of the month. The replays, I usually try to keep them under the guides, where you can go through and watch them. They're 30 minutes. The majority of them are 30 minutes. And if you want, because we usually run them from Monday to Tuesday of the following week, and the Tuesday of the following week, which next Tuesday is the day of the giveaway. So I give that whole entire weekend because I know that we're single moms and we're busy with our children, raising them, and that some people can't always get on live or have the time to watch, the 30-minute sessions. So I give the weekend as well, because you can binge watch it, which, like I said, it's about the length of a movie, 2.5 hours, and then still give us your takeaways and your likes, and share it, and invite friends to participate. Again, I'll say it again, that the Single Moms Club is a free club. The Single Moms Club private Facebook group is free, and these challenges that I present, challenges slash events that I present, that we present, every month around the 15th, are also free, and they'll remain that way. This is just so that you have an opportunity to see what we're all about, what we do. We go a little deeper when we're in the Single Moms Village. The village used to be called the Academy, but if you're in the Single Mom Village, then that's a little bit more contact with each other, a little bit more time we spend with each other, a lot more access to resources and everything, because of course, with a challenges come and go. So a lot of the information that I actually drop in the Single Moms Club goes away. When the challenge is over, it goes away, and it gets archived, and it gets released in the Single Mom Village membership, where you'll have access to that. Just as long as your membership is active, you'll have access to that. So that's how that works. But today we talked about the physical part of loving yourself courageously, and this is day 3. So there's 2 other days. So if you missed anything, just watch the replay to go under the guides, and you'll find them there, nice and neatly organized for you. Day 1 and 2 will be there, and day 3 will be there as well. But just physically know that there's a physical part to loving ourselves, yourself, courageously. And I'm saying ourselves because I'm talking to myself too. But there's a physical part of it, and part of that is moving in a way that helps us to move more freely, which is through exercise. The sitting, making a plan to sit and listen for the answers after we do connection with our spirit. Personally checking in with ourselves. We need to move and put ourselves in a place where we turn the phone off, get quiet. Sometimes when you have children, that time is early before they even get up. Yes, I know that's a lot to get up even earlier than your kids do, but we do it for them. And when we pack their lunches and all that stuff and get their clothes ready and whatever else we do, but take some of that time, even if it's 5 minutes of that time, to sit by yourself and ask yourself if you're okay. That's what we talked about on day 1. We talked about checking in with ourselves on a weekly basis to make sure we're okay. If it's to a point where we can't focus, and we need more than just ourselves, we need somebody to talk to. No shame in that. Go ask them, find some counseling to do that. Find a friend to talk to, pastor, another single mom, which is why part of the reason why the Single Moms Village was created was for that, because we'll have more contact with each other and can reach out to each other through social media. There are single moms in this group that are in Australia, London, Africa, Hawaii, Jamaica. Where else do we have? There's people all over the country, on the East Coast, West Coast, Central America, Texas. I'm in Texas, but there's people all over the place in New York. So there's people on different time frames. So than where you might be. So you may check into the Single Moms Village and be like, hey, does anybody know this? Or actually, you could do that in the Single Moms Club. So we do have the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is Single Moms Level Up, but the YouTube channel just shows the events that that are there. There isn't a membership portion. There's not a that part of it, as of yet. But there's more going on in the Single Moms Club than there is going on the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is just there for people that don't have Facebook, because some people do not, and we want to give access to people for the Single Moms Club or Single Moms Level Up, which are both. Um, Single Moms Level Up is actually the owner of the Single Moms Club, and we wanted to give people access to that because not everybody has Facebook, or is comfortable with Facebook, but most people seem to be okay with YouTube, because you don't necessarily have to be a member of YouTube to watch YouTube. Whatever, however that works. But I'm not technically totally there yet. I can figure stuff out, if somebody gives me some direction, then I can figure it out. But anyway, that is the end of this 30-minute session. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is day 4. If you missed anything, by all means, go um, to watch the replays. The replays are available in both areas. In the Single Moms Level Up group, the replays are available under the guides, and obviously on YouTube, you can see the replays there as well. But just, like I said, more information is given here in the Single Moms Club than there is on the YouTube channel. So again, if you want to join the Single Moms Village, it is www.singlemomslevelup.com. You can even just go there just to see, get more information. You'll get another opportunity also to win a Single Moms Queen Kit. And it will be whatever it is for that month. You don't necessarily know what it is unless you're in the Single Moms Club, but you'll get whatever it is for that particular month, and then you'll get an opportunity to join the Single Moms Village and decide on how your membership is going to work and how your what payment plan works best for you. But otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is day 4, and we will talk about like the 4th thing that we need to be aware of that helps us to love ourselves courageously. Single moms, for us to love ourselves courageously, that is something that that we need to remind ourselves that it does take some courage. We have to create boundaries, around ourselves, and not be upset or not worry about people being upset about these boundaries that we're creating for ourselves, in order to love on ourselves and to keep ourselves you know at center, in alignment with whatever it is that we need to do, or whatever we're trying to accomplish, or whatever we're trying to work through. We need to do that. So tomorrow we're going to talk more about boundaries that we have to set, and acknowledge and honor ourselves also. So I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much again for watching live. Yenny, Maria, Kimberly, and everybody that is on the YouTube channel. I will see you guys tomorrow. Much love. # Single Moms Level Up. And here we go.